Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode from Simply Nerdy. I'm your host, Austin, and I am joined by Stealth, Steven, and Doc today to talk about Pokemon. Oh, we just got David here.
Oh,
So I'm also
no.
joined by David. Hello, David. Welcome. Oh, I don't know if you can hear
I
us
don't
or
know if
not.
you can hear us yet.
You might be muted. But we are talking about Pokemon Legends Z-A today, which just released. When was that? October 16th, so 4 days
Yep.
ago, from the time of this recording. And we're really just interested in getting the impressions from a couple of panel members who have had the opportunity to play the game. I'm looking at you, Steve, and Doc, and possibly David. I think, David, you said you played it, right? Or no,
Oh,
you said he hasn't. So really, it's the top versus the bottom here. Um,
we can
Fantastic.
raise you guys up.
That's right. That's right. Or we can crush you beneath our feet. However way you want to look at it. Yeah, it depends on your point of view. So yeah, let's hear it. What are your guys' initial impressions of Pokemon Legends ZA, and how does it live up to the previous games in the franchise?
Okay, how does it relate to the entire series? This is a very short topic. There's only like 20 games. No, this is one of the most fun I've had playing Pokemon since, honestly, Sun and Moon, which controversially is one of my favorites in the series. But I really like this one because it kind of streamlines everything that I got tired of in Pokemon, and also is just fun. I'll say. Uh, Basically, the best part about this game is there are no tutorials. No, I'm just kidding. There's plenty of tutorials. I wanted to
Yeah, I
say
was gonna
that.
say, what? Really?
So I wanted to say that because the first time I get into the game, it's like, "Do you know how to catch a Pokemon?" And I'm like, "Yes." And then the game's like, "I'm going to teach you anyway."
Yeah,
That can be highly annoying.
it's
Oh
true.
man.
But no, the things I like for the first time, you can choose when Pokemon evolve in this. So when a Pokemon is ready to evolve, there's like a little arrow by it, and you just go into your inventory, click on that Pokemon, and it evolves. You don't have to like stop it from evolving. And that alone honestly makes the game 10 times better because
Wow.
you don't have to worry about it not learning one of the best moves or anything like that.
I want to piggyback right off that, Doc, because something I love about this game is it still kind of gives that wording like, oh, hey, your Pokemon, if you like put up a TM or something, it's like, hey, your Pokemon will forget a move, choose a move it's going to forget, and you pick a move, but then you can go into their move set and it's still there. They still know how to do it. You can just only have 4 different attacks equipped at once, so I can swap them out whenever I want, and I love that.
A bunch of the so-called TM slaves or whatever, the ones that just you give cut and that's all you use it for.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah, I love it. It's totally a game changer. The fact you can swap them out at any given point, except when you're in battle. Obviously, when you're in battle and when you're battling, you can't. But otherwise, you can go in there and swap them out whenever you want and arrange them however you want.
So what you're
So
saying
nice.
is it won't overwrite certain moves permanently then?
Right.
You could bring them back? Okay.
Right. Because in past entries in the franchise, I don't know if you're familiar, but in past entries, if you forget a move, it's gone.
Yeah, no, I remember that. I
Okay.
would and the thing with using HMs, it was like I don't remember if that was a permanent, like you can't forget certain moves, right? Like HMs.
You
If
can't
it's a
forget the
TM,
ones, yeah,
TMs you can,
that
but you can
are,
forget.
yeah. You can't forget the ones that you need to progress,
Yeah,
basically.
like cut
yeah.
or fly or yeah. Okay.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm curious though, how because I've heard kind of mixed reviews about it. How does it compare in terms of the quality of life improvements, maybe some of the frame rate adjustments? Like I'm also curious about Scarlet and because I never played Scarlet and Violet. How does it compare to that? I know there was a lot of gripes and complaints about the quality of that game.
Yeah, I never bought that one, so I don't know.
Uh,
But there were so many problems at launch, I kind of scared me away from it. But for
Yeah.
me, speaking for me, this I'm playing it on the Switch 2. I'm playing the Switch 2 edition. I haven't noticed any frame rate drops at all.
Hmm.
There's none. It runs so smooth and it's so satisfying to play. I've been very impressed with the performance here. Doc?
yeah, I haven't had any issues at all either in mine.
You said before recording that your wife had the Switch 1 version. How does that one compare to the Switch 2 edition?
The Switch One, well, it sure tries.
Oh no!
It's not terrible. It's definitely playable. It's better than Scarlet and Violet, and I do think that's because it's in like one city rather than like an open world.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I honestly had the thought. I kind of think these games almost should have been switched. Like this one can perform on the Switch One enough to play, whereas Scarlet, it honestly, I can't say that. It is almost unplayable with how bad it is.
Yikes.
Mm.
Okay.
And I think the scaled back, kind of the toned back scale kind of makes it playable on the Switch One. But no, it is rock solid 60 frames per second 3DS game on the Switch 2.
Exactly. They haven't really evolved in their graphics quite yet, but maybe they'll get there one day. But something else I wanted to say, kind of going along with the city, is that's kind of one of its downfalls. Even though it is a confined space, and you've probably heard it from your viewers already, but just the fact that it's in the city, it doesn't make it as fun to explore as Legends Arceus did. That's something I loved about Legends Arceus is the environments and the exploration that you had in that game. You don't really feel that here. There is exploration kind of vertically. There's a vertical exploration, and they got different wild zones popping up throughout the map as you play.
Yeah.
Which is fun, and it kind of changes the way you play, the way in your environment. And the catching is still fun. You can still catch and surprise Pokemon. You can still sneak up and attack a Pokemon until it's weak, and you can catch it. Something I love about that, what they've done here, I don't remember if this is in Legends Arceus, but something they did in this game is it doesn't matter if you completely deplete the Pokemon's health, you still have a chance to catch it.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
So it doesn't just
Which is
faint.
awesome.
Yeah.
So you're like,
sense.
oh crap, that attack was way too strong. It totally wiped it out. And now I can't catch it. No, you wipe it out and it just sits there for a minute with like little days,
Dizzy,
and
yeah.
you can catch it. And if you don't catch it, then it runs away. It just disappears.
And it
I
still
love it.
doesn't guarantee. Yeah, like you're saying, it doesn't guarantee that it'll be caught.
It does not guarantee it'll be caught, but you still have a chance, and it's so nice.
Yeah.
And I've had instances where I've been where I was ganged up on. I had like 2 or 3, 4 Pokemon attacking me at once, and I was like locking onto one, doing attack on one, locking onto another, attacking the other, or finding an attack that has like an area of damage, and I just use those and I spam them all at once.
Yeah.
And then I catch 4 Pokemon at once. I'm like, oh, this is my ADHD is just so happy. I can catch these all at the same time. Anyway.
That's pretty neat.
It's pretty awesome.
So-
I'm loving it.
You can get ganged up on by a bunch of Pokemon, and I am going to push back a little bit on the exploration. I think the verticality really does help it here, because
sweet.
I will just get lost on the ceilings of Paris. And while we're talking about that,
Oh, that's
it's Lumio City, I know that, but this is a good year for games based in Paris. I mean, this one and the
Sure.
other Paris game.
Oh, that's right.
Claire
Is it?
Obscure.
Yes,
That's
Claire
obscure,
Obscure is
yeah.
the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this one's a lot easier than that. But I do get kind of lost in the city, and I like that because you're just between the buildings, and then you'll find a path that goes underground, or you'll find a stairway that goes up to a building, and then they kind of put the bird ones on top of the buildings. And so, even in the city, there are a few different biomes. It is nothing compared to the last Legends game, that's for sure. But I don't know. It's fun enough to explore.
I like that.
Yeah. It sounds like it could use a delicate balance between the two of Arceus and Z-A, maybe. But it still sounds like it's pretty fun. So I mean, it's not horrible. But
I personally can't put it down.
yeah.
You asked about the quality of life improvements as well. Something else about the battling mechanics. The battling is where this game just shines. The battling all around improved. The moves now do not have. Oh my word! Now I just forgot what the
Cooldown? Or no, they do have cooldowns.
TP. No.
TP.
TP.
TP points.
TP. They don't have TP anymore. So it's a cooldown system now.
Yeah.
So you can have 4, and they're all mapped to your face buttons, your A, B, X, Y. But all you have to do is lock on to the enemy you want, tap one of your face buttons to do an attack, and you're golden. And then if
I
you need
like
to
that.
dodge an attack, you unlock onto the Pokemon and do a dodge roll, and then relock on and say it to do another attack. It's wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
You
love
know,
it.
I caught some, I don't know, probably 20 or 30 minutes of your live stream recording, and I was really impressed. As someone who hasn't played a Pokemon game since maybe early 2010s, um, or even before that, it looks very clean. This system that they have, it almost reminds me of Xenoblade. Not just the battle
Yes.
mechanics, but also the way you're running around, locking onto enemies, moving during the battle. The live, what do they call that? It's like real time
Yes.
RPG instead of turn-based, which I wasn't always a huge fan of. How is the grinding in this game? I imagine it's probably not very difficult to level up in this game, but what is your guys' experience?
I would say you overlevel real quick. That's been a problem with the last like 5, 6, 7 Pokemon games ever since you got experience share.
Yeah.
But the grind isn't as bad as Arceus in a way. Like in Arceus, it's like go catch 20 Machops.
Yeah.
Like take forever. It's kind of boring. And there's still that element in this. Like you can do like this side quest for this lady who'll give you more TMs,
Yeah.
but it's not like as
It's optional.
yeah, it's a little bit. It feels more
Yes.
optional, even though it's really similar, and I like that. It doesn't feel as grindy.
I totally agree with what Doc said.
Yeah.
So there's no
100%.
quest that you need to progress the story to catch like 50 Pokemon like Arceus.
So
Nope.
far, no, not for me.
All
Not
right,
for me
that's
either.
a big
Not yet.
plus for me. I hated those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Catch the same Pokemon 50 times. It's like, well, yeah, that is kind of fun, but to a point.
Yeah.
I mean, they wanted to catch it a
It
lot.
was fun at first, but I just want to battle stuff, you know?
Yeah. Go ahead, David.
I don't know. I haven't played a ton of Pokemon games. I haven't played any of the classics to give my background here. But, I didn't have like the handheld games, and that's where Pokemon was stuck for a long time. So the modern games are the ones that I have experience with. So I played Pokemon Shield, and that was okay. I liked Arceus. I don't know, because what you're describing of like catch the same Pokemon, that stops at some point. It's not like catch 50 of the same thing and it becomes about just like filling out your Pokedex, right? And as long as you like get one of each Pokemon, then you can do that. So I end up 100%ing Pokemon Legends Arceus, like doing everything you can do. And I had to do that. I watched the anime when I was a kid, so I had to do that fantasy of catching them all at some point.
Sick.
I've had my fill of that though. So once was enough. I thought Arceus was great, but it didn't bug me too bad. So anyway, I'm glad to know it's more optional in Legends Z-A. It doesn't scare me away that might still be an element of it.
Yeah, it's definitely still there. Still definitely an element. Something I really like about it though is she'll talk to you pretty early on in the game and kind of get you on board with helping her with her research, she calls it. But like as you're catching Pokemon and stuff, it'll just show up on the top right of your screen. It'll just say like 5 out of 10 grass Pokemon caught. So if I just catch 5 more grass types, then I'll get another TM. You catch 5 more. It's like, oh, here's your TM. It's like, sweet. Then you catch other Pokemon, and they'll kind of do the same thing. So I don't even have to go in my menus to know where I'm at with that research. It'll just show me as I'm catching stuff. I'm like, oh, wow, I'm really progressing on this. I'm progressing here. I'm progressing here. I don't have to, but if I do, there's an incentive of I'll get another move. So maybe I'll do a little couple here, a couple there.
Yeah, it's not like mission based. Kind of like Arceus was a little bit more like Monster Hunter, where you kind of have all these missions and you come back to base. And it wasn't as bad. You have to restart every time. But Arceus, you kind of just everything feeds into that one loop. So you catch all these Pokemon, you get all these shards, you just run around the city, and everything kind of levels you up. So you almost don't notice you're grinding as you're doing it, because you're kind of just catching things on your way to another objective. At least that's my experience.
It reminds me of the definitive editions of Xenoblade, where you can like accept all the side quests and then like just complete them without having to like return to the person that gave you the side quest.
Exactly. It's exactly what it is.
That's very
It's
nice.
a great way to explain it.
But I mean, I haven't played ZA at all, but just watching gameplay, that's what the new battle mechanics really remind me of the most at a glance is Xenoblade. And I think that's like it's exciting to me that it's taking inspiration from that. I'm a big fan of the Xenoblade series, and I also saw some articles saying that um, they felt like ZA takes inspiration from Final Fantasy VII Remake with its adjustments to combat, where it's kind of more real time. It's still some like selecting of special attacks, but kind of more real time elements of the combat. And
I think you're totally right. Like something that's another element of the combat that I really enjoy is when like after you do an attack or you see a Pokemon winding up to do an attack, if you just keep walking, your Pokemon will follow you. So if you see a Pokemon that's winding up to do like a flamethrower, you're just like, hey, yo, let's walk over here. Your Pokemon will follow you and that flamethrower will hit nothing. Then you can go back and attack it from the side.
So I have a question about that. So I
Yes.
think in the stream you had mentioned that you as a character can also get hit by
You can.
attacks. What
Yep.
does that do? Do you have your own HP, or does it just delay your ability to give commands? Or
You just pass out. It's very similar to Arceus. So you can take X amount of hits. It's kind of like a first person shooter kind of thing where your screen kind of gets all not bloody because it's Pokemon, but your vision starts kind of getting dark around the edges of the screen. And then if you get hit too much and the screen goes black and you wake up. I don't remember where you wake up. Doc, where do you wake up? It only happened to me like once.
I'm so good at the game. I have not died yet, so
Oh, come on.
fairly sure.
All right, we're keeping a tally here. Passed out once. I don't remember where I woke up. I think I woke up outside the wild zone. But yeah, you just pass out and then you wake up and try again. So you kind of lose your progress in the battle. That
dang.
answers your question.
Yeah.
Good thing everybody's immortal in Pokemon.
Yeah.
Darn right.
Notice you can't take fall damage. You can't.
No
Yeah.
fall damage. There's something I have to say about that fall damage, man. That was scary. There's a point in the game where they're like, oh yeah, we're on top of this building. Let me show you the top of this roof. Oh, actually, let's have you jump off. Like, don't worry, you'll be fine. Trust me. Just jump off the building. I'm like, what the crap? And then you have to jump off. So I jumped off, and then like when you have like 6 feet left, or you hit the ground, your phone comes out of your pocket, and you grab onto your phone, and you slowly hit the bottom. I'm like, dude,
There's an
Should have juked you and killed your character. You wake up at the hotel and they're like, I'm sorry, man.
You were supposed to catch on to your Pidgeotto, man.
Yeah.
Why do you tell me that? Yeah, right. Doc, what were you gonna say?
Well, I was going to ask you, so if you target the Pokemon by holding the left trigger or the left rear trigger, have you accidentally not held that down and tried to attack a Pokemon and rolled off the roof
Yes.
yet? Because I've done that like
No.
5 times.
Really? No, I've not done that yet.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Oh, that sucks.
yeah, the controls, if they take a bit of getting used to, but they're intuitive. If you don't
Yeah.
hold down the left trigger, you will not target a Pokemon. You will just roll, even if you're on top of the roof.
Yeah, it's very true. I have had Pokemon kind of fall off the roof as I was battling, and then I would just swap my Pokemon out. It's like, okay, let's just use this other Pokemon, and then I'll switch back to you so you get back where I need you to be. I haven't had that happen before. But there's also something else about like you're saying, the targeting mechanic is when you're targeting something, going back to what I was saying about being attacked by multiple Pokemon at once. When you're holding down the left trigger button, you can use the right stick and it will select the next Pokemon next to it. So I didn't have to let go of the targeting. I could just hold it down, attack one Pokemon, right stick to the next one to the right, do an attack on that one.
Yeah. No, that's
Pretty
neat.
sweet. It's pretty sweet.
That's
It makes
pretty nice.
like I feel like I'm seeing more and more that there was a lot of inspiration from Xenoblade for this game. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
Good on them. Yeah.
What is-
No, it's better for it.
yeah, it's positive in my book. So
Yeah.
Agreed.
I think it's good for both franchises, honestly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Them evolving. Pun intended.
yes. Haha.
And by the way, the Pokemon Company here is like throwing away a bunch of old mechanics that are very outdated and trading them in for newer, more streamlined systems in this game than in previous centuries. Like game changers, and I hope they never go back. I'm very curious to see what they do with the next generation. I'll be keeping my eye out for one, how it performs, because if it's going to perform like Scarlet Violet, I don't want it. But they got the Switch 2 now. They have the power. They have the mechanics now that they built in this game. Hopefully, they bring these similar. I know there's the hardcore Pokemon fans that want things certain ways, but maybe if they keep their open minds, we'll get some of these mechanics in this game into those main lines, and that's when I will be there, and I'll be there.
So I do have a gripe, actually. We've heard a lot of great positive things, and I haven't played the game. So yeah, it's time to bring on the salt. So I've watched a little bit of this stream, and one of the things that kind of annoys me, because this is supposed to be a modern game, I almost want it to feel more fresh with regards to the sounds that the Pokemon makes. I do not like that they've kept the old school sounds, and that's just a personal complaint. Maybe you guys prefer that because it's, that's a classic sound for a certain Pokemon. You're like, oh, I love that sound because that's Ghastly, or I love that sound because it's Bellsprout. But for me, it's just, if I'm playing in an immersive 3D game, I'd almost want to hear voice lines from these Pokemon, even if they're just saying their name. I don't want to hear bleep, bloop, bloop, bleep, bloop, bloop. No, I want to hear them say Bellsprout, or whatever.
Yeah. Me having no experience of past Pokemon games and just only having watched the show, that was like jarring playing some of the games. I was like, oh, why isn't it saying Pikachu? Why is it making this weird noise?
It's like, what the heck was that?
It's true. It's true.
Sounds like
Probably was they had too many Pokemon. They couldn't keep making them say their names over and over. I don't know.
I don't buy that excuse. They can do it with the technology of today.
You have the technology.
Yeah,
that's one of the complaints I've seen about the game is they're saying like it feels like it's time for the Pokemon video games to have voice acting in general.
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
there are moments in the story where I was like, "Whoa, is there voice acting?" And then because it's like a cutscene, it goes full screen. The little text shows up at the bottom of the screen. It's kind of small. You're like, oh, they're gonna start talking, and their lips are moving, but you still have to read it. And it's like, whoa, that was weird.
It's a huge missed opportunity. It's just weird. It almost looks like you're playing a AAA game, like on the PS4 maybe, but they just forgot. You just have the sound off or something.
Right. Yes.
Strange.
Yeah, I was like, is there a setting I didn't turn on or something?
Yeah.
From one person that was like, he showed one scene where the guy was like just sitting there, and he's like, I had to literally check if my sound was on because there's no sound in the scene at all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
Yeah, the sound cuts out for dramatic effects, and then their lips are moving, and you have to read it, and you're like, "What?"
I almost feel like it like points it out, the fact that they animated the lips moving, but they didn't do the voice acting. Like, it'd almost be better if they didn't animate the mouth moving at all. I don't know.
Or just like a small animation, like
instead of that, but it like emphasizes that. Like you could be hearing something, see how the mouth is animated. But anyway.
Yeah. It's like they were like, never mind, it's got that idea. But we already animated it. It's fine.
Well, there you go, Pokemon Company / Game Freak or whoever it is. Take another tip out of Xenoblade's book and get some voice acting, get some actual dialogue.
Every AAA game today,
or any AAA game for that matter,
or AA game today, or even indie games today, or
remember, every game. Better hardware, guys. The best hardware you've ever had. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. So I thought I'd play this little game.
Let's hear
Who's
it.
made more money, Star Wars or Pokemon?
Oh, Pokemon, without a doubt.
Pokemon. Who's made more money, the MCU or Pokemon?
Pokemon? I'm guessing.
I don't know about that one. Really?
Wow.
About 70 billion more, Steven.
Oh,
yeah.
Just a little bit.
Made more money, Call of Duty or Pokemon?
I don't. Pokemon.
Pokemon.
That's fine.
Pokemon.
Yep.
Yeah.
More than
Jeez.
Warcraft, more than Fortnite, more than Harry Potter, more than Barbie.
Fortnite, right?
And they
Most
still don't have
profitable.
voice acting.
Is it more than Minecraft though?
That's what I
It's
want to
made
know.
probably more than Minecraft. I mean, Minecraft sold more, but
I mean, we got to count the movie for Minecraft, so
Well, then again, they have a lot of Pokemon movies too, though.
yeah,
Plus-
a lot of Pokemon movies.
It's
I mean,
been-
even they made like 2 billion off of Minecraft, they still wouldn't even be close to like
Oh, my
2% of Pokemon's profit. Like that's
Yeah.
how much they made.
Well, between all of the different Pokemon, not just the games, the merchandise,
Yep,
the
merchandise, all that.
Pokemon
Trading
Go,
cards.
where people, the cards, the trading cards, they've got their hands in everything. And so they've got their money flowing from all sorts of sources.
The biggest scandal at the moment was ZA had less budget than Claire Obscure.
What? How?
Your guess is better than mine. So Claire Obscure had twice the budget of ZA, has
Dang.
voice acting, has a lot better movement. The game looks a lot better,
Yeah.
better story, has better music, has pretty much better everything.
Oh, hold on, wait. But you haven't played it yet.
And it's only $50.
That's fair. That's
Look, Steven, you haven't played Claire Obscure, so
that's
I'll
also
need
fair.
you to get all the way up my back.
Wow, wow.
No, wow. Okay. That's awesome. No, it's true though.
I'm open to the Legends series because it feels like they're actually trying something new with those games. It felt like that's what they did with Legends Arceus. It feels like that's what they're doing here. Like the focus, obviously, I was thinking about Doc's comment that maybe they scaled back the world and that allowed them to, improve the performance. It allowed them to experiment with some other things. So instead of open world this time, they like put all the budget into changing up the combat, trying something new there. And I can respect that. I respect that they're trying to innovate. That is what has been kind of a stale formula.
All right, speaking of performance, there is one thing I found out of the game that blew my mind. The entire city is one asset. So that means
Dang.
you're on one side of the city, the other side of the city is still
Loaded.
being rendered.
Yeah.
Loaded in
still-
the game.
Yeah. Wow.
Dang.
They completely did wrong game design of that.
Not
So
no
that's
optimization
why-
there. Yeah.
Yeah, no optimization or anything on that.
Dang.
So that's why the leaks apparently show windows and stuff like coming out of the buildings, like better stuff. Or they probably have to scale it all back because they're loading the entire city, so they can't load that much.
You know what?
Jeez.
I agree.
And on top of that, it has to still work on Switch 1. I think that the fact that it's both platforms is holding it back.
I totally agree with you, Dan.
Well, the fact that it's on Switch 1 is why would they load the whole city?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, to
To-
be
to their-
fair,
Oh,
the
sorry.
city- sorry.
Go ahead,
To be
Doc.
fair, the city is about the same size as one city in Skyrim, so. I mean, you love
Fair point.
Skyrim too.
It's also, it's a city. You can literally not load something behind that building and no one would notice. So, what the heck?
Maybe they just got too much criticism about Poppin, and they're like, "Well, we'll just get rid of Poppin. We'll just render it all."
Or they got so comfortable with
Popping in the game. Like,
or they got so comfortable with the Switch 2's capabilities that they're like, let's just throw the whole thing in there because the Switch 2 runs it so well. And I've noticed the load times are actually pretty decent when you're going in and out of buildings or whatever.
So fast on Switch 2.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can't even read the message. It pops up to give you a tip, and it's like, "Here's a tip." Bye. Oh, what was the tip? It was like, "Oh, it's already
they
loaded."
probably have the whole game loaded even inside the buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real, almost. I wouldn't doubt it the way that they can load so fast. It's crazy, but anyway, there's definitely some drawbacks, but for the most part, I'm completely enjoying myself with this entry in the Legends series.
Yeah.
Definitely
That's
some
great.
wins from the previous game, like the battling mechanics, way better than Arceus, and way better than the Mainline franchise right now. The drawbacks, in my opinion, are the city. Doc, you would disagree, and that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that there's some positive things to say about the city. But yeah, there's some really great things here. I think if you're curious and you liked the Arceus game, you're gonna find something to love in here. For sure.
Yeah. Well, it's good to hear because, yeah, as somebody who hasn't even played Arceus or games for quite a while, this one does strike me as one that that would tickle my fancy. So
My fancies might tickle as
my fancy would be tickled. So, but it, yeah, I mean, it's not without its faults for sure, but it does look like a solid game with many cool improvements that just the fact that it's similar to Xenoblade for me is a huge plus. So, but we, I think that's all. Unless you guys had any other comments you wanted to say before we wrap it up here.
Yeah, I'll say something.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would buy the game if it was $40. I'm not buying it at 70.
Yeah,
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
It's just my opinion. Like, I think the biggest mistake is that they announced DLC before the game released, and it's
$30 DLC.
That was bad.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
that didn't make me feel good at all.
I think
that.
didn't they learn from DK Bonanza? Like that's just
they announced it at the same time.
Yeah, they announced at the same time.
oh, so they were both just in the wrong boat there. Okay.
Yep.
Doc, did you buy the DLC?
I did not buy the DLC. I always move on to something else before I get to the DLC.
That's
in Pokemon.
I bought the DLC. So I have everything.
Jeez, you're
paid
loaded,
off.
Steven.
I had some extra money flow in. I was like, well, I earned this. This money.
You better be able to
I have
get
enough.
Ruby Air Riders. You get
Oh,
your whole
I've
budget.
already pre-ordered that. I pre-ordered that a long time ago. It's happening. The release party is happening for that. So anyway.
All right, when Metroid Prime 4 comes, you can't buy it. I'll be
There's
there.
Huge
destroying
release
you.
party for that. I expect everyone for that one.
Oh yeah.
Everyone will be there for that. But anyway, yeah,
That's right.
absolutely. I have enough for the games for the rest of the year. Don't worry. But anyway,
But yeah, enough.
Doc, you wanted to say something?
I was just gonna say I hope this combat, the combat makes it to the next mainline series and not just in the Arceus, because I think it's just better in every way. It's more fun. It's more tactical. Even I like it a lot more.
100%.
Yeah.
Do we think
Unfortunately, I doubt it will because there's so many people who just buy it for the combat.
Yeah,
See, they weren't buying Violet, for the great performance. They were buying it for the combat.
yeah. I'm skeptical too, but if they want my money, that's what they're gonna do. Sorry, dude.
No. just the final thing to bring up? There was this weird, like this huge Pokemon leak, right? That happened, I think, the last few days. And a lot of it was like about what the future games might be. And so it sounds like there's plans, obviously, for mainline Pokemon games, but also more Legends games. So that's my hope, is that at least the Legends series, the spin-off kind of series, will keep this combat and improve on, gradually it might be something that everybody can actually like. Where,
Yep.
But it sounds like they have to give it some budget, though. They have to at least double it.
Yeah, give it a little bit more
We'll
budget.
see how ZA sells. That'll show us if they get a budget or not.
Mhm. Go buy it. It's a good game. Just saying, you'll like it. Doc, let's trade sometime.
Oh yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Tyler.
Let's go.
Awesome.
All right, I think that's it.
Cool.
For us, though.
Yeah. Well, with that, we're very excited to hear what your guys' overall view is and your score once you have a chance to beat the game. So stay tuned, those of you who are watching this and are interested in hearing the official Simply Nerdy score. We will have that for you in the future. So don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and ring the notification bell so you'll be notified of that and other content, other awesome nerdy content in the future. Also, we'd love to hear your comments. Let us know if you've gotten Pokemon Legends Z-A, how you feel this iteration of the Legends series is going, and if you're looking forward to future ones, if there are other gripes that we didn't bring up that maybe that you have. And yeah, otherwise, give us your positive feedback too. We're curious to hear what you guys all think. And until next time, keep it nerdy.
Nerdy.